Let's see if this works. Hi, it's Cameron. Hello. My goal was to my goal was to review Deathsaurus, Hasbro's Haslab Deathsaurus. To review this guy before we got to the live stream tomorrow, where you could win this guy and all this stuff as a prize. We've got an extra Deathsaurus, we've got Victory Saber, we've got all sorts of stuff. That's what we're doing now, right now. We're gonna review this guy because the only way I can get a review done, I don't have time to edit. I need to just do it live. I've got my instructions. Deathsaurus came, if you saw the short I did, the unboxing, Deathsaurus came in robot mode, so I've already transformed him. I did that ahead of time. Normally I transform a figure like 4 or 5 times before I even attempt to record a review. In this case, we are doing things pretty live. My goal is to get this done in an hour. If I get it done in an hour, then that is less time than it would have taken for me to record and edit the video. We have in front of us Haslab's Deathsaurus, and man, does he look good. I think I gotta keep it out this far to keep it on camera. So we're going to do that. Yeah, I mean, he turns into a kaiju, essentially. I know they keep calling him like a griffin dragon, but he's basically like a Godzilla monster with Godzilla monster wings, you know, big, thick legs. It feels like the design intent was a man in a suit, and I really like that. Yeah, I think he looks super cheesy and dumb and great. I really like him. The paint apps are great. He feels really nice in hand. I'm so surprised, like the history of this toy, right? Originally it was going to, and here's all his accessories. Originally this was going to be a leader class toy that was a remold of Grimlock, which is crazy to me. But I can see kind of in the transformation how they could have done it. But I'm so glad that we got like this version instead. He comes with a bunch of stuff. I have some of his stuff on him. If we come in here, I mean, it's just a really nice beak, painted red eyes, looks great. The paint apps, again, really look good across the board. On my setup right now, I have his, what's it called? Chest lion, lion chest piece, you know, so that looks really good. We can get him transformed. We're gonna bring out a leg here, bring out a leg here, bring around, can we? Bring those pieces up. Then we can untab, there we go, untab, and that, and I immediately, like, first thing on the live stream I do is fuck up. That, you know, that sounds about right. Untab here. We're basically just trying to pull this guy apart. Bring forward these legs. And that, I mean, that obviously isn't right. We gotta swing, right? Don't we need to disengage and swing this piece around? Ugh, live stream. Oh boy, going great. Starting out strong. Let's look at these freaking instructions. The nice thing is the instructions are in color. They do look pretty dang good. Yeah, so the legs like peel, these pieces peel out. There we go, which is good. So I was right. I was like, I was wondering why that wasn't pulling out. But here we have the lion, and again, a nice little piece, like nicely detailed. It's got a, oh, can we open up that chest, that mouth? I mean, I know we can, but can we do it live? This is what I get for cutting my nails before. I mean, I didn't cut them like earlier today, yesterday, but man, does that not want to come out. Okay, the mouth can articulate. I just really can't get mine open right now, but I had it open earlier. I mean, you can... Come on. Oh, that's going to piss me off. Okay. We have articulation in the head, which I really appreciate. A neck joint that moves around. We have ball joints on the shoulders. They really just kind of go back and forth, but there's like a little bit of butterfly there. We do have knees here, which I appreciate. Get it back on camera. We've got knees and hips in the back. We've got a tail that articulates. So yeah, for like essentially right, a glorified like Breastmaster piece. I mean, I am impressed by how good this looks. By the way, I am going to do some comparisons. We are going to let's do our comparison right now. So the G1-ified Deathsaurus. We've got our lion. Oh, that's good to know. Okay. Big quiet. We can fix that. Capnessa, is that better? Or chat, whoever's there. Is that better? Awesome. Okay. The Deathsaurus I already have is Mastermind Creations. I don't even remember the original guys. D-Zeph, I think is his name. So this is clearly like IDW Deathsaurus. And this is how I'm justifying keeping both of these figures. They're very different interpretations of the character. I would call them different characters, but I did want to show how they look. And obviously there's like D-Zeph Continuum, who is like a more G1 version, but here's how they look together. And I like them both for their own merits. What impressed me is I was thinking about that like Hasbro, like Haslab price tag. This is like, out of these two like lion chess pieces, this is the better one of the two. There's more articulation, there's more going on here. This is like genuinely really impressive. I like the vat gold, that looks really nice. And I mean, it's bigger, right? So there you go, if you want to see like how chunky and good they look together. Let's grab him out of the way, be right back. Let Ollie out of the room. All right. So we also have back here our eagle piece. Get him out of here. And I genuinely, I pulled up TF Wiki to try and remember these names. I just do not. And thanks everyone for joining the stream. I appreciate it. This was definitely like it was a Hail Mary I pitched at the last minute. I was very much like, oh God, I'm just not going to get this done ahead of the charity stream if I don't do this. So transformation here is a lot simpler. We can rotate out these wingtips. Flip out a tail. Flip out our eagle head. And we can flip out some guns and some feet. I want to say I like note this particularly, and again we have an articulating mouth. We've got a little beak here that if I can... Ah, there we go. I can at least open that one. Once again, this feels really good in hand, and I love, like, we've got this shiny red plastic and we've got this matte black plastic. That just looks so good. This is, you know, an ideal like cassette tape type robot to me. I think it looks great. And again, great articulation. Movement on the head. The neck moves in two places. The wings can flap up. They can flap down. They've got two places of movement also. The feet have little ball joints on the hips, as well as a little swivel on the actual feet. So, you know, for the little accessory guy, again, some pretty dang nice articulation. All right, set that aside and that aside. Whoo! Let's talk about this flight stand. all in one go, baby. Okay, so we have this black piece, or this gray piece. We have that flight stand piece, but for our Griffin Dragon mode, we can pop that piece off. We can take this piece, actually, we pop this back on this way. We have this piece, which connects, let's see, right in here, right there. That sits right there. And now we've got our flying flight stand for our Dragon-Griffon mode. And again, looks great. And, you know, in terms of articulation in this mode, there's plenty, but we also get a neat blast effect in the mouth. So he can shoot out lasers out of his mouth. Looks fantastic. And let's just get these comparisons out of the way. Let's bring out Victory Saber. All right, let's tune the camera up a little bit. Too high. There we go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, like displaying them like this. I mean, I kind of wish we had like a logo stand here. I understand why we don't, because we have the throne to sit on, and it's all part of that scene. But still, like those guys, they look great together. It's awesome that we get both of those. Hi, David. How's it going? In addition, with Victory Saber, we got 2 members of the Rescue Patrol. They're all right, you know, they're okay. Let's stick them on his stand if we can. I recognize my shoulders in the way. We'll fix that. All right. For Deathsaurus, we've got these 2 guys, and they look really nice. I am impressed. I mean, it's unique molding. They're great little toys. I'm really happy that we got both of these. We'll start out with our boat, and it's just been such a day. I'm just struggling with words. So if you remind me, what isn't one of these guys like called Popo or something? But here's the boat. Is this guy Sea-Watch? Is that his name? Flip things out here. Untab, untab. And we've got a nice little Micromaster, and I've missed these Micromasters. We do surprisingly have a swivel on that head, which is awesome. We've got 2 joints here in the shoulder, which is great. Hips go back and forth, out to the side, knees. A surprising amount of really nice articulation in what is a really nice sculpted little Micromaster. And then I think this one's the van. The van's called Popo. I could also just be losing my freaking mind here, just with how nonstop the past like 2 weeks have been. Flip out our toesies. Untab here. Untab, untab. And yeah, here is, again, just a really nice sculpted, nicely painted. Love that head. Looks fantastic. I love the feet. Nice, chunky. We've got, you know, again, the same shoulder position. Same thing with the legs. Just both of them look really dynamic. I mean, these are obviously remolds of Siege toys. These guys getting their own dedicated mold is just really nice, and I appreciate it. All right, get those guys out of the way. Let's get Victory Saber out of the way. We won't be seeing Victory Saber again till the very end. And I've decided I'm not going to transform the Masterminds Creations DZ. For a live stream, I think that's trying to do too much. I'm just going to transform this guy. Okay, so what else do we have here? I think we've shown off the flight stand. We've shown off the little partner guys. Oh, here, I can turn off, yeah, I'm, give me just a second. I think, unfortunately, the mic situation for the live stream compared to my pre-recorded videos is not going to be as good. This will probably be the best it sounds, but I have turned off the background noise, so hopefully that helps. Sorry about that. Okay, so again, my goal here is live stream the review of Deathsaurus, because again, if you look up top, if you look down in the YouTube video link, you can win this guy. Not this specific Deathsaurus, but the one I still have sealed in the box. You can win Deathsaurus along with Victory Saber, along with two Titan class figures, Black Zarek and Cybertron Metroplex. So again, just go down, donate to Extra Life, donate to Cincinnati Children's Hospital. In the text, say Transformers raffle, and you'll be entered to win. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, because I'm facing the toy, I'm not going to be able to talk to the mic directly, but this will hopefully work a little better. All right, we still have a bunch of things we can do in this mode. We've shown off how you can put in the Micromasters and the chest pieces and all that stuff. We do have our, and what's this called? It's like an anti-mechanical, anti-life cannon. Is that what it's called? The anti-life cannon. I like this piece a lot. Obviously, it's from the show. We can separate things out. Flip. Oh, clips in real nicely. Keep this piece out to the side. We've got, you know, the weird alien probe hands. And he can hold the cannon if we take him off the stand. We can come in on the side here. And I think it goes... There is a slot right here that he can hold it. And like he comes with plenty of effect pieces. So, you know, you can be firing out his mouth and out the cannon at the same time. The unfortunate thing is this arm is not strong enough to hold it by itself. You definitely need to, you know, prop it up against his shoulder, tuck it in close. You know, but it is neat that that is an included feature. And the cannon, I mean, it's sculpted and painted really, really nicely. I do dig that. In terms of articulation on this mode, it is pretty nice. We do have 2 points of articulation in the head. We've got this, can go back and forth. We've got the mouth, but we also have a swivel, which I appreciate. So, you know, the back and forth and the swivel, that adds a lot of character. You can have a curious little space chicken if you want. You can crunch him forward and back on his chest a little bit if you want him, you know, backing up, ready to fight, or hunched over, ready to, you know, scheme. The hands are decently articulated, not as well as I'd hope. There is a swivel here. There is 360 there. It's a universal joint. It can fold up all the way, but this is not, the hands are not a separate segment from the arm, so we don't get hand or finger articulation. With it being just 2 fingers, and this being a Haslab figure at like $200 something, I am disappointed that we don't have articulating T-Rex claws. The wings can go back and forth. They can arc a little bit, so you can get some different positions there. Get them out of the way. The arms, oh, listen to that ratchet. Oh, that is so good. The arms, the legs can go plenty. We do get not any articulation in the knee joint the normal way, but we can kind of retrograde him a little bit if we want. But normally it's designed to be kept straight, and then this section here does bend as needed. It does pop up this panel a little bit, but it's still there, and I like that. We do have ankle twist, we have ankle forward and backward tilt, and we have toe spread. There is no articulation on the tail. That is something the Mastermind Creations mold has more than this one. But I really like the way this guy just feels in hand is awesome. Woo! How's chat doing? I can't see chat because I am on the struggle bus today. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to do with any other stuff. Let's attempt to do this freaking deacon transformation. Like I said, I've transformed him according to the instructions into alt mode. I just got to follow things backwards to get him into bot mode. Let's see how it goes. This is not going to be as good as transformation on the on a pre-recorded video. I can tell you that now, but we'll try it. Vid84, it is. I mean, he surprised me. I was hesitant about the price increase, but he is awesome. He feels really, really good. I don't know what they'll do next. Like, the fact that we almost got Deathsaurus just in regular Legacy Evolution has me really curious to what they would do next. It feels like if that's the case, maybe we could do like robots in disguise, like 2002. Would you be interested if they did a Haslab figure where it's like a really nice Commander class Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus together, so you get Omega Prime? That would be kind of neat. I think that would be neat. Yeah, I don't know what would get us to what the next thing could be. But I'll admit I am excited. All right, transformation time. And the nice thing is the transformation is relatively simple. All right. There's always Primus. That is true. Oh, I would buy it. I regret not buying two. Sorry, I know I'm like rambling. It's a live stream. Fuck it. I regret not buying two Unicrons. I like when they came out with they were getting rid of the stuff in the warehouse, and I missed getting another Unicron at retail price. That would have been so cool to add into the extra life prizes. But I'll do like that's from now on. Every time we've done a Haslab, Victory Saber I bought two, Deathsaurus I bought two. I'm just gonna buy two, one for me, one for charity. All right, let's do this. So first things first, we're gonna close up his mouth. We are going to pull back his wings to get them out of the way. We're gonna close his toes. Close those toes. We are going to untab, fold up the arm and untab it, and just bring it back around here. Same thing on this side. Done. Let's see. We need to untab the wings on both sides. Oh, that one's real tight. It is like everything about the toy just feels really nice and tight. The panels don't feel too like weak or wobbly. It's just been a pleasure to play with, and I want to play with it more. I've just been like so busy these past 2 weeks between the Extra Life charity, house hunting. We made an offer on the house. It ended up having termites. We canceled. It was really disappointing. Like apartment stuff, work. I was supposed to take 2 weeks off work at the end of the year. That didn't happen. I was in work like yesterday at like 6:30 in the morning. It was, you know, I'd say it's been fun. It just hasn't been relaxing. Okay, pull these feet down. Come in, and we are going to move these panels. So the leg is attached to the tail on this panel. We're going to separate it out. And again, just real satisfying clicks. Everything about it just feels good. Get the arms up and out of the way. Let's see. They needed to flip up, and they have the wings, I think, are in the correct position. We're just going to bring the arms up so they clip to the wings. Or not to the wings, but around it. There's this tab here goes in that slot. And this is really clever, right? It's a slot that gets used differently in each mode. So either the wing clips there for alt mode, or here this arm comes in. Oh, and it feels great. Nice. Oh, I'm actually getting a call. We're going to have to go on break super quick. Sorry about that. That was the plumber. Whew. Okay. Where were we? Okay, we just clipped the arms. We can bring them down. We can untab these gold shin guard pieces. They tabbed in over the tail. We can bring them both up. And again, just feels good. The tail slides out. And we've got, what is it called? The tail defender shield or something. Comes out like so. Set that to the back. With these feet undone and the tail out of the way, we can do these panels. And these panels were something I was worried about, the flexing and the plastic, especially because it has this swirl pattern. Hi, Finn and Poe, how's it going? Especially because it has this swirl pattern. But I'm impressed with just how sturdy they feel. We're going to bring the piece out. And same thing on this side. Out. And that lets us move these legs out of the way. Again, really satisfying. It's something that's so hard to get across in a review, but for this figure, it is such a difference between how this feels and how, like, Studio Series Sludge felt. Studio Series Sludge was a leader class figure, $50, and the panels and the plastic there felt so just not great in hand. Not like I mean, it felt right cheap. But this guy feels just good. The clicks are satisfying. The plastic movement is satisfying. It all feels solid and kind of dense. Really, really good. All right. Legs, all done. Just some panels we had to fold out and stuff. Can bring these hip skirts down now. And I mean, we're like almost done with this guy. I thought these pieces, yeah, they do. They come down and they're going to slide out. Oop. So that's interesting. It can just slide off. I don't think there's any like retainer clip or anything holding it there. I don't think there's anything on this side. No, yeah. That's just part of the design. It might be, you know, it like breaks away on purpose to prevent it from breaking, because this is probably some of the thinnest plastic on the figure. Some of the spot that might be most like prone to breakage. We can come up, and I like this a lot. It covered up this hole in alt mode. It covers up the arms in bot mode. It's just very thoughtful design here is like, you know, what I'm loving about this guy. Just every spot I can think of, it's very thoughtful design. Bring out our chicken head. And I think we want to push this piece back, pull it all back, and it just rests on his back like so. And I mean, Deathsaurus is almost done. We just got to do the arms. I'm going to stand up to get an angle here. We're going to spread out those ears. We're going to pull down on each arm like so. That gives us our bend. If we twist, ooh. Now that's a big double thick mushroom peg. We'll see if we can get this on camera. I might have to. Oh no. Okay, that was surprisingly easy to get on. But yeah, so get the arm back. We can untab this panel, bring the arm forward and use it to, or bring the chicken feet forward and use it to maneuver our hand out. And this part is super tight, super tight, but we'll get there. Same thing on this side. Open here, get him out of here. I do wonder if this does need to be loosened. It just, that's like really straining the process. But, all right, is there anything else left, or did I kind of muddle my way through transformation? No, I think that's it. So we've got Deathsaurus. I mean, obviously he needs his chest piece and stuff, but here is the base robot mode. And again, super good looking, super handsome. Like, I love these anime face sculpts. It looks super good. He looks like regal, and God, it kind of makes me want to transform the Mastermind Creations Deathsaurus just to show them side by side. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I really like the way he looks. We are, I guess we can transform his chest pieces to put them back in. Maybe that's what we do next. And then we'll talk about, let's talk about articulation now. So we've got a nice, very posable neck joint. A lot of room for character there. We've got the same thing that was a hip joint on his leg is now his shoulder. It can go out. I love the design here. Instead of sitting at the shoulder, it's slightly above, so you get a little more than 90 degrees there. We get 90 degrees on the elbow. We saw the twist earlier. Twist in the wrist. We do have individual articulation in sets of 2 on the fingers, so the hand does have some finger articulation. The same like hip joint that we saw on Griffin Dragon mode can give him some ab crunch here. So if you're trying to get him into like a superhero pose with his pelvis out and his chest back, you can absolutely do that sort of pose, and he looks great doing it. Legs kick up, the skirt moves out of the way perfectly fine. Kicks out plenty, get the full Van Damme. Twist at the thigh, kick back plenty, again avoiding his chicken wing. Ooh, knee, so good! And you can you? Maybe not. I thought I could, yeah. If you want to break the sculpt up, you basically can disengage the knee pad from here to get a little deeper than 90. I do appreciate that as an option, but it normally locks in. And then we do get ankle tilt and ankle pivot and all that good stuff. So yeah, feels worth it. Is this, you know, $300? No. But this is like 100 easy, 150, and then we've got, you know, the rest of what's going on there. So yeah, feels really good. All right. We showed off the bird. Let's get things back. Fold, fold, fold. Our head needs to, head needs to come down first. There we go. Fold our wingtips. All right. In this orientation with the Decepticon symbol. Oh, and again, I mean, it's all the same sort of paint, but it looks really good. I like the added, like we added the light blue here and the light blue in the elbows. It just looks good. Just looks good. Big chest cavity. We can fill it with our eagle. Collapse the neck. Bring these legs back in. Collapse the wings with the legs in and flat. These legs can go down flat. Open up this piece, fold away the tail. I feel like, I don't know why that was so hard when I was trying to do it in reverse. Put the chest in. Oop. Yeah, I mean, it looks awesome. Looks really, really good. Man, looks good. All right, let's talk about all these freaking accessories. We got our stand. We're going to take this piece off. We'll use it later. Right now, we're going to throw it to the side. We have a really nicely sculpted, I mean, it gives very like strong anime He-Man vibes. Throne. We have pegs here and pegs here. We can put these on. And this is a minor complaint, but it's a complaint. I wish that the back of the throne was slotted to allow for this stand to sit kind of inside the back in some way so that we could have both at the same time. I don't like that I can't have both on the platform at the same time. But there is our chair. We there are 2 pegs here. We're going to take this out. We need to pop the eagle out. We need to come in back here. Pop that out. We're going to undo what we just did. And you might be saying, why? Why would you do this? Well, let me show you. In a minute. 30 seconds. 15. We have 2 pegs here, and we have spots. Ooh, get the leg out. We have spots where we can peg our birdie feet in. So we can have our bird sitting on top of the throne. I really like that. That is super cute. Just little touches like that just like show me the designer's care, and I appreciate that. We can stand in front. Like so. He can sit we were wondering about like breaking up that sculpt. We actually have to do it to get him fully seated on the throne, but he obviously can sit on the throne. And then we've got a bunch of storage, I think, for all his bits and bobs. We can take him off. Put Deathsaurus to the side. He's got his mace. The mace has a tab, and that tab can sit right here. Like so. He has his eagle arrow that has 2 tabs that can sit here and here. His death scimitar, death sword, has again a tab. And this one, it tricks you. It thinks it wants this tab, but it actually wants this slot. Coming in like so. We can take our anti-life, anti-matter, anti-metal cannon, whatever we call it, fold it back up. And there is a peg or a port somewhere on this guy. What are you showing me? It's supposed to go here, but I actually haven't done this one before. And I'm looking, right here. Tricky, tricky. Right there, and you can see like the line sculpted for it. And his shield there's a peg right here. Goes right there. And yeah, I mean the throne acting as storage for all the bits and pieces is really neat. Again, just that extra, just the extra little bit of love that makes him feel awesome. Whew. Okay. What is next? I think that's everything on the back page. We're working our way backwards. We've shown the transformations for both the lion chess piece and the eagle chess piece. We've shown the minicon transformations. Oh, let's do the guns. Okay. So our eagle can transform, bringing down his head. And if you leave out this piece, then he's just like a weird gun. And I am not familiar enough with the show to know if this like was a thing at one point or not. But you can put blast effects on him. And I'm hopeful that the matte plastic doesn't mess with the blast effects. The blast effects used to like peel the paint. I'm wondering if the matte plastic does not. But he can. We can bring him back out. And his hand is keyed and tabbed, so we can fit it nicely into his grip. I mean, that is dumb and cool. Our lion chest piece, so that turns into a weapon. Our lion chest piece also turns into a weapon. He turns into a bow. We're going to flip. Let's see. We're going to start out. Oh, Deathsaurus can't. I guess we should grab the bow. The arrow, sorry. So this is like his arrow. He does have slots on his back that he can hold the arrow like it's in a quiver. And that's real neat. Again, just like extra little bits and pieces. We can fold out these two pieces. We can flip up just this inner panel. So there's two panels here. And we need to flip up this panel that I'm really going to struggle with. Let's see if I can do it this way. Flip it up from the inside. There we go. Flip up that piece. Come in on the back. Flip out. Sorry, flip out just that little piece. Then flip the whole thing out. There is a tab, things tab together to lock him together in place. And he does have these two tabs here. They go onto this forearm, these two tabs here. Like so. And then we can take our arrow and with this notch, we can, oh, come on, get the tabs in place. Get the arrow. So he can draw and fire his bow, which is something that the original toy didn't do, but I think this is one of those anime things, and it is cool as hell. And again, if you don't want to store things on the throne, you can store things on him. The mace even has a nice little storage spot. The instructions basically are just like, yeah, stick the mace in the bird neck. But it, it works out just fine. It's cute enough. We can, again, give him the mace as a weapon. The same tabs that worked before work now, so he can wield his mace. I do wish that weapons like this, instead of having a real chain, was an articulating chain. Something that allowed you to like take a picture of it in motion where it's like up. He's swinging it and it's like curved like this or something. That would be neat. His shield, also he can hold on his shoulder by flipping out a little piece here. We can put a port in the tab there. The sword. So we use this side to put the sword on the throne. This side interacts with this piece here. So he can hold the sword on his back as well as hold it in his hand using the same tabbed piece. We've shown his chest pieces. And yeah, I mean, this guy, you know, let's take the throne off. The nice thing is we can use the throne. We can use the throne just as storage. We can also give him his shield in his hand. We can take this piece, put it on here, and then put this in his hand. Which I appreciate. I want to give him his sword. Get that out of here. We're going to put this flight stand on, put that back there. He can use his sword left-handed. He can be like Link. And the flight stand can connect to his little booty. Oh. We want to go this way. So he's got his stand. And I think the very last thing we need to do before we call this a review, and I'm almost at an hour. There we go. So here is Deathsaurus in his robot mode, all posed up, ready to fight. And who is he going to fight? We've got Victory Saber. And man, oh man, do they look awesome. I'm really happy I have them in my collection. Out of the two, I think, and this is tough, I think I prefer Victory Saber. It might just be because he's a little cheaper. But Deathsaurus feels so good in hand. It's so satisfying. It's a really great toy. It is a collector's item, yes. It is, you know, limited exclusive, whatever. But just as a solid piece of toy design and engineering, Deathsaurus feels awesome. And I'm really glad I have both of them. I'm glad I have Unicron. I'm really grateful. It's been a great year. You know, I'm lucky to have met so many friends. I'm lucky, you know, the channel hit 1,000 subscribers. Like this dumb thing I do, people apparently like, which is insane. But, you know, maybe they just like the free stuff, which, you know, I'm lucky that I'm in a position where I can give people free stuff, put smiles on their faces. That makes me happy. So, just as a reminder, if you want Deathsaurus, if you want Victory Saber, if you want, out of these two, if you want Titan Class Black Zarek, if you want Titan Class Cybertron Metroplex, you can have any of them, and it can cost you as little as $10. We are doing a raffle. Tomorrow we are doing a live stream. We are drawing and announcing the winners. All you have to do is donate $10 to Extra Life. Go down to the link, hit our Extra Life page, and I guess I don't know if someone in chat can do like exclamation mark Extra Life, but there is the Extra Life link, hopefully. On YouTube, there is the link. On all our social media, it's there. You're donating money. It's going directly to Cincinnati Children's Hospital. All the money goes to helping the sick kids served by Cincinnati Children's Hospital. It is a cause that we super duper believe in. We're really happy to support it 5 years in a row. We're so close to raising $2,000. Victory Saber is already in the prize pool. Cybertron Metroplex is already in the prize pool. Cybertron or Legacy Evolution Black Zarek is already in the prize pool. It's less than $300 we need to raise before Deathsaurus gets added to the prize pool. So we're almost there. And yeah, it's really great. Would love to give him to a good home. We'll draw the winners. You get to pick your prize in order. So the first name drawn will get to pick a prize, then so on and so forth. Everyone, we're going to be live streaming for 12 hours. And if you want a free way to win Deathsaurus, there actually already exists a free way. Did you know if you go back and watch my Victory Saber review video, anyone who watched that and followed the instructions in that video gets one free entry into the giveaway. And if you get drawn, you get to pick, whatever prize you want. So help us hit $2,000. Deathsaurus gets added to the prize pool. Help us by donating $10. You get added to win the prizes. Go check out the Victory Saber review video to enter for free one time. And Deathsaurus, worth it. Absolutely worth it. The Haslab figures have been really, really awesome. Yes, they are high-end collector's pieces, but they're also super fun toys, and that makes me really happy. That is it. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out through this, what was not as miserable an experience as I thought it would be. And we beat it. We did it in less than an hour. It would have taken me more time than the live stream to edit it, so I'm glad I made the right choice. Now I got to stop so I can go record my Transformers Legacy Evolution Decepticon Nemesis review before tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Thanks again.